Thank you for accepting our invitation. We know you are busy always in Villa Govinda Ashram. If you want, you can start while everyone will join us one by one, just telling us some news from Villa Govinda Ashram.
News from Villa Govinda every day is a festival, really. Now we are many actually. For a few days we've been few devotee. Few means 8, because Srila Madhusudana Maharaj, Chinmoy Prabhu, Shanti Prabhu, Madhurananda, they left for different destination for a few days. So we've been few devotees. Then we got the association, the visit of Sudarshan Prabhu, Rai Kishori, and their sweet tribe of second generation and third generation, Narada Muni, too cute. And then Kumkum, of course, is with us, always amazing, exemplary devotee, all lifelong. So sweet, so tolerant, so humble. And we'll try our best to give her some nice accommodation, but really she's so renounced. She renounced her villa and all American facility, and she ended up in a very small room with mosquitoes and one bed and one little chair, nothing else. But she's always happy in Krishna consciousness. So the only thing she wants is association with the devotee, join the program, Harikatha, Kirtan. We engage in some service. Now her service is wake up the deity, 3:30 in the afternoon. And she's really amazing. And now also Bhakti Lalita is with us for a few days. Then we will go to Rome to meet the devotee there, have some program. And then me and Krishna Kanta come back. She will stay longer, little longer in Rome with Chaitanya Mohi and Banavi, so Dhananjaya, and now we have Gitanjali also, and Om Prakash. The community is expanding, so they will have other further programs. And then we will join again in Villa Govinda later. And then the summer will be a little quieter because also Madhusudana Maharaj leaves for many weeks. And when he's not in the ashram, also many other people are not visiting, but others are also visiting. This kind of part now, meeting point. So many devotees are coming, going. Now we have a boy from Russia also come out of from the blue, recommended by Anantadev Prabhu. And he's very young, very sweet, and nice face. Not so much communication because his English is very little, but he's sort of tuning in the service flow and daily program. And what else happened? We are going on with the restoration of the new development of Villa Govinda, and we are still waiting for the permission actually. But because bureaucracy is so slow, and me and Krishna Kanta, we cannot wait. So we are doing so many things inside. Oh, Nadia Sunda, you will love to give some contribution in there.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask about that was my question. And also, are you sitting in Banya right now?
Yeah, actually, I squatted the banya.
Oh, yeah.
It's
This
my
is
bhajan kutir.
this is best room in Villa Govinda Ashram, in my humble opinion, with best
Yeah.
star sky view.
Yes, you start this tradition to squat the banya.
We have Muktinath here who helped to build it,
Yeah.
and Can you also, if it's not complicated, to turn your camera horizontal? So in recorded version of the video, you will look, oh, this is better.
It's just a box of wood, but it's
Uh-huh.
very, very insulated and very full of light because one side is only windows.
Mm-hmm.
And it's small, but is enough for me. I just need to sleep here, a little desk like this,
Mm-hmm.
and little room for some asana to survive, and that's it. All my clothes and books are in another room.
Uh-huh. Library is. What are you booked when Bhakti Lalita is coming back from Rome? Are you fully booked for those who want to jump in? Maybe.
No, there is space. Of course, you have to communicate, and so we can organize the rooms. And it's summertime, no problem. We can even start to sleep in the new building. We can clean a little bit
And
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 tend also. We have a tiny house. We have a caravan. Oh, there is one, but it's only me and you.
no, can't you see everyone else?
No.
Oh my goodness. You need to.
Dandavad, Munindra Mohan.
Oh, what a boomer! Oh no.
Dandavad.
No, kasi mukti na dandavari Gopal Narayani Nasa ever present Ananta Shes Banavi also Lilava.
Yeah. Narayani is asking like how it happened that you have chosen life in the ashram, like it was your desire or you just happened to be there and you lived and here you are lived so many years in the ashram. Like tell us about this a little bit, the story, please.
Well, it's not a big it's not a big deal for me really living in a community because it's my natural tendency. Even before becoming devotee, I always envision my future is in a kind of a community with the same purpose, same philosophy, not exploitation, not too much materialistic life. But never happened. We made so many projects with my non-devotee friends, but we couldn't really realize any project. So when I joined Srila Gurudev mission, after a little time, he asked us to make an ashram. So for me, was just my natural thing to uh, to organize my life in a way that is not only for me, my little arrangement for survival, but some bigger program, community, some big house, share life with other people. But now with Gurudev, we have a substantial purpose to do that. And the backing of Gurudev and the backing of Krishna. So we somehow succeed with Madhurananda, Shantimoi, of course, Krishna Kanta, and Shamasundar. In the beginning, we were only 5. And we did it. And first time, as you all know, the startup is not easy at all. Actually, it's the most difficult thing I've done in my life. But due of time, we learn how to proceed. And well, we are still here. And yeah, Villa Govinda is kind of a happy place where to stay. And of course, sometimes you have to escape a little bit from ashram. We all know. I don't want to deny that. We need little quiet time, little privacy, and maybe less strict life. We are, living like monk. Maybe we are more strict than priest, Catholic priest, actually, because our life is kind of a monk life. So sometimes we take little time off and we go on the mountain, we go by the sea, we travel a little bit. That's for our health, mental health and physical health. But we are happy to come back to Villa Govinda and join again our routine and stay with the devotee and share like big family. Today we had the birthday of Shantimoi and some guests came and they just joined the birthday party. They got cake. They thought we are going to visit a monastery, but they end up in a family celebrating a birthday. And then later they stay for the kirtan also. Krishna Kanta and Bhakti Lalita, they gave nice harikatha. And they are still down in the temple room now. Arati is going on. But the family feeling of the ashram is very important. In my spiritual life, institutional feeling is, from the beginning, I was not so much inspired to the institutional side. But now, even less and less and less, the institutional side, I can really embrace. So I try to connect as much as possible with the heart of the devotees. Because if we want to trace the substantial identity of Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Math, we have to connect with the heart of the devotee. And you will find some very refined spiritual aspiration and good hope, much hope to reach the impossible journey. The impossible journey of the finite who want to meet the infinite in a very familiar and intimate way. How is possible? We can't even imagine. Because if you think, as a Western person, those descending soul like Srila Govinda Maharaj, Srila Maharaj, Swami Prabhupada, many other great Vaishnavas, they came with a higher goal, which is the service of the divine couple and union and separation and those kind of parakya rasa, like very high goal. But they have to deal with some person who doesn't even can discriminate between body and soul. So they have to start, you are not the body, be vegetarian, take shower, try to offer everything to the Lord, like very ABC, but they came to give the prayojana, the higher spiritual goal. So can you imagine what kind of work they done? Like divine empowered people to start from gross matter and refine, maybe in one lifetime, try to get the people out from this material atmosphere and go to the higher destination. Because Srila Maharaj never compromised anything with Madhura Rasa. Madhura Rasa is his goal. But he stepped down so much to meet us in our level. So much mercy. And still we are dealing with this apparent contradiction. We are very low born. We are actually identifying the body. And we want to join the service atmosphere of the divine couple. How is possible? But our aspiration is sincere, and we are filled with good hope. because our Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat is that making possible the impossible journey. And it's true, it is possible. Srila Gurudev told many times, you will succeed. If you follow, you will reach the topmost ecstatic possible dimension. And also Srila Maharaj never denied the chance to anyone, even if we are so low-born. And from our side, really, we just not to screw up the situation, just be humble and have so much recognition and feel in depth of those great souls that really step down so much to our level to reach us and take us in the upper atmosphere. So our impossible journey is becoming possible, but we don't have to screw up, really. And Kali Yuga is so easy. Anytime we can blow up everything because of quarrel and aparad and not giving honor to others. Every corner is possible.
On London Zoom, what touched me when you said that, yeah, we all need to stay in community, in association of devotees. Sometimes we think that we will succeed being alone, that we are ready to our bhajan kutir, but not. And it's touched me personally to hear it from you.
But you're not alone, you are with Chewbacca.
Yeah. Anyway, I have practical question if anyone is not already wanting to say something. As like, it's not a question, it just happened a personal situation when we are told that by principle we need to stop associating with materialistic people and associate ourselves with devotees. It's beneficial for us. But there is some contacts, some friends where they were in your life before Hare Krishna, like in my case. And so I'm at home in Portugal and I'm inviting anyone to come to visit as like shelter, as rest or something, especially from Ukraine, like to rest from war situation. So my friend wanted to come with her son. First, like for some bureaucracy reason, maybe like to help herself with escape soon to Europe. But then she changed her mind and like to visit just for three weeks as a guest. So, and I'm learning to set some boundaries and to be sincere with what I'm like doing. So I said, okay, are you ready to be vegetarian for 3 weeks, you and your son? Because at my home, I do not cook meat and I will not give someone to do that. And actually, because of that reason, she decided not to come. Sorry?
Wow.
Here you have Chewbacca, which you mentioned. I apologize. And yeah, and I heard on her voice when I said that like explained, and actually I met her in the mountains in Ukraine in such place like tea house where it was vegetarian place and it wasn't allowed to bring your sandwich with salami or something. So I was sure she will understand, but actually, and then it got me thinking like how to do that because Anutama Didi, for example, it inspires us how she works now in Kiev in some meat restaurant, something like that, where people consume a lot of meat, and she still preached there, like showing this connection that we have war as a result, karmic result to slaughtery houses. And I am amused by her, but in my case, in such a gentle way, I tried like to arrange visit of my friend, and so I was thinking, how would you, from your experience, to do something like that? Or I understand it's, yeah, if you or someone else will add something to that.
Well, Didi, Swami Prabhupada was not picky to mix with any kind of person, and Srila Govinda Maharaj also. Srila Maharaj, little more selective. It depends on the nature of the person. I'm not picky, but to meet someone is not necessarily associate with that person.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanna connect some person that is completely in the illusion, you have to use little strategy, and you will be his friend or her friend, but he or she cannot really be your friend in a spiritual way.
Mm-hmm.
On the mental stage, on the energetic level, maybe you have some connection, you have fun together, or your friend or relative like this. But really, what matters is to connect people with the Krishna consciousness. So if you can do that when you meet people, is good. If you can't, just tolerate the situation and go on without any drama. For example, Madhvananda Shantimoi, they stay all day in the kiosk. That they are not associating with those hundreds people.
Mm-hmm.
They are dealing with them because it's their service. And Banavi, she's teaching yoga, or some devotee's job. So you meet many, many persons, but you don't associate, you don't make your heart contaminated by their mentality. Rather, you try to give some light to them. So you have to try to make them associate with you, but not you associate with them. Not because we are snobbish, but really, we have to be realistic. We know we have something that materialistic people has not, and they are totally in the illusion, and they are in the danger of death, danger of distraction. Soon all their dream or their property or their relationship, they will end, and they will have no any hope. So you can give little light to people if you can. If not, okay, just maintain good relationship. We just not have to be monster on that. And of course, none of us is sannyasi as well, because sannyasi is allowed to be preacher, but not to associate with the materialistic people. But we are all not sannyas, so we can mix little more freedom.
Thank you for.
I don't know if it helps you.
Yes, it's did a lot. And just for information that we are in a good relation with this person still. When she decided not to come, she understood my point of view and just realized that it's not comfortable, especially that she can adjust, but her son, 14-year-old, like is not ready to be vegetarian, and we can't push a teenager to do so. So it was like, but yeah, thank you. You completely answered my dilemma. And we have question from Ananta Shesh here and from Banavi Didi. And so from Ananta Shesh in chat box, he's asking, Dandavats, can we in some particular very hard moment ask about protection, ask Lord about protection, or we just need to surrender and don't disturb him? capital H, like.
No, it's good to Goptritvavana, to seek for protection of the Lord. No other shelter. Who else you can have a shelter? Is the controller Sarva Loka Maheshvara? Is the controller of every planet, every single movement, every single atom of existence. Who else you have to seek for protection? And he's the friend of everyone. He tells in the Bhagavad Gita, although I'm almighty, I have all the power, and I can do or not to do whatever I like, and I can create or disrupt universes. Although I have all the power and nothing is above me, I have not any judge, court that can tell you are breaking any laws, and then any moral code is above him. But he is the friend of everyone. So I believe when I read in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling, I'm the friend of everyone. First time I read, I said, wow, Krishna is my friend. So who else I have to take shelter? Like Arjuna was superhuman being, so qualified, and he also was desperate, and he took shelter in Krishna. So we all have to take shelter in Krishna, seek his protection, and not in the mood of taking advantage of him, like make him our servitor, our bodyguard, but like affectionate Lord, protector. In that mood is okay. This is my realization. It's not like, don't take as a perfect siddhanta.
Thank you for answering. Thank you, Anantashesh, for the question. And Banavi Didi, if you want, we are happy to hear you.
Dandavat. Dandavat, everybody.
Dandavat.
Dandavat, Prabhu. And no, I don't know exactly what to say, but I just feel that I want to say something about this topic, materialistic people. And Munindra knows me pretty well. And he knows a little bit my weak points. And this is a weak point in my spiritual life because, for me, it's very difficult to accept the fact of doing this separation, materialistic and spiritual people. And it's really, really very hard for me. Even because teaching yoga, I have the lucky to be in touch of people who is at least trying to do some changing in their life. And for instance, I have a very, very close friend of mine. She was Munindra knows her, Francesca from Veda Vita. And we are very, very close friends. And she is very spiritual in her way. And she is chanting Mahamantra to her baby when she was in the womb, and now, and but she eats meat. And so, she knows that this is a problem for me. And when we are out, she never takes meat with me. She knows that I don't like it. But still, this is a point. But she is such a poetic and spiritual person. She just need to do that jump into that, to accept, to embrace a spiritual life completely, but she does actually in her practical life. So for me, like to say this is just a friend, and it's not enough because she's also had me in my path. So yeah, just a little contribution about how difficult is this point when you actually don't live in ashram and you live in the world, because it's a tricky point. And I think it's really case by case. I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know if I'll ever deal with this point, but I'm really trying to feel that person and read the context. And also always to remember that the Shripadi Shamrita course for me has been very enlightening, very, very potent. So yeah, I always try to remember, all the teachings that are always like coming to us, but still there are some points that every time I need to navigate in a way that is very personal, and trying also to embrace what is the spiritual path we are all in. Just in a contribution about that.
Thank you.
Yes, very, very good. I mean, friendship is a wonderful thing. And
Yes.
we don't want to destroy this. We want to make this relationship perfect and never reject people. I mean, we are into the path of love. We cannot start our journey without loving people around us. And the solution is always to love people, really, because sometimes you can't on the level of the on the mental level or on the emotional level. Sometimes you can't stand some person, but if you can reach his heart and you can love that person a little bit, only because it's a person and he's also a spark of divine energy and he's struggling, he's looking for nectar, maybe he's completely lost, he's not having success. But you can see this spark of potential, and then you just love this spark, and people will feel it. Oh, this man, this lady is kind of has some affection with me. I can feel it. So you can even fight with people, or you can have some contrast, heavy contrast. But as long as we connect with love, then everything end up well. Because no other way, really. What else can work? Nothing. On the mental plane, it's dry and it's very not successful. And even with our God brothers, sometimes we have some clash, some bad feelings or misunderstanding. But still we have to love them. We have to love our enemies too. Because mind like people is easy to tolerate, is easy to love and affection, but non-mind like people, but how deal with them? Still, we have to be very universal, embracing everyone. And well, in small doses, maybe we cannot be like Jesus Christ. But in our small capacity, we have to show some attention to everyone and give good contribution in their life. When we meet people, we have to give good contribution in their life. And there will be very much benefit for us in return also. And eating meat is not that big deal, really. We have famous devotee meat eaters. And Gurudev likes sometimes to scandalize devotee too much into rules and regulation, telling stories that he won't imagine. Even in the Govardhan Puja, Gurudev once said, some are Brahmins, some are Vaishya, some are Shudra, and they're all cooking something for Govardhan Puja, for Krishna, and offer it to Giri Govardhan. But some of preparation, little doubtful, maybe veg, maybe non-veg. To Giri Govardhan, Krishna himself, and he would accept. Because they are all pure devotee of Krishna, they're all Brajavasis, in the Krishna Lila. And all the Kshatriya would eat meat. Bhima, Deva. And they, at the Ramachandra, Lakshman, they go to hunt deers. And it's not like you are vegetarian or you are pure devotee and you have to dismiss everyone else. It's not like that. This is really snobbish.
For my saving face, I will add that it's most like, first of all, from practical point of view, also not suits now the timing. Like if they come, they said they want to sleep a lot, and I'm in the middle of reconstruction the house. I need to dismantle one wall, and there is a lot of dust. Like it will be a non-stop drill machine and no car, so they can't explore Portugal for their like maybe future movement, whole their life to move there. So also they will stuck with me in a remote village. And third one, which most importantly, I am weak myself. I know that I can't preach like in a way. It's not a strong position in me. Of course, we should just share what inspires us in our life, which I'm doing, and friends love to hear that about ashram life and mantra meditation. But she is practicing psychology, and so her way to talk with people is a little bit different. And when I hear from her very like strong statement on telling something about that this is my routine, I don't eat meat, blah blah blah, or something else I say and I am like saying that we are not here to enjoy, triggers her so much that she is like, what do you mean? We are here just to enjoy. So when I hear such statement, I'm like, I will be not able to every day be in this verbal battle because I will not explain her how we need to come out from the enjoyer, because I know I am enjoyer so much. That's why I can't practice bhakti normally, because I keep having my attachments to this all. So yeah, so I just thought, okay, to save us.
But you see how much help they need. I mean, they just want to eat other person and they just want to enjoy. They don't even appreciate who is trying to dedicate and serve. And this is very miserable life. So they need you if you can
In a,
give.
in a way, it was amazing experience to have hostel, which was like not space I own. So people could do whatever they want there, but they saw how I eat, what I do. Some of them started like to ask something about incense, and then it's very beautiful, like preaching conversation on there, or there were books, our like books about Krishna, or like of our gurus and everything, and like how Srila Madhusudan Maharaj once took a book which changed his life in some dormitory. Same was here. People were interested in book and then starting asking question, and I was amused like how I was not expecting that this person, we will have such a beautiful open hearted conversation, and I didn't care what they do in their life. Yeah, but here it was like it was some test. I don't know if I passed it well or not, but yeah, I agree and I appreciate it's like for me good instruction for future, what I hear from you and from Banavi Didi. So we still have 15 minutes.
Oh, good.
Maybe someone.
We can use. How are you, Arigopal? Doing good?
He's doing
Nice.
translation. We are very happy he saved us today.
Happy to see. Muktina, where are you?
Okay. I ask to unmute. Yeah.
Dandavad.
Dandavad, dear devotees. Dandavad, Munindra Mohan Prabhu. Happy to see everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Well,
yes.
yes. That was surprise. I just pick up my phone with some new, with this banner, and on the banner, is some Zoom. Leave now. I think. Okay, I'll check. What is Zoom now? It's like Saturday. Many Zoom now, and some. I lost. Orientation. What is where? What time is what? And oh, Zoom. Oh, with Munindra Mohan. Oh, I have to join for sure.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Happy to see you. From where are you connect? From India?
No. I left India around 2 months ago. I stayed in Navadvip before all winter, like 3 months, almost. Yeah, in Navadvip, very sweet time, and a lot of very vivid experience. True, completely, exactly true experience, naked, no any misconception. Everything just directly. Very very nice time. And now I'm in Russia now with my family, with my parents.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't met them, didn't visit them already like 5 years maybe. So now I'm stay already here, but because I have no any possibility now to, just some kind of some that is actually my question. This now is some kind of big part of my experience and spiritual experience. I feel like some kind of way was done, and I couldn't say I heard a lot of answering about anything, but I still have some kind of some deep inner doubt about some subtle things. And I would like to ask, actually, on your spiritual path, like you just mentioned how you start to practicing. So this, how you separate, like where is your person, like really person, like like you always been that person who before, like who grows up, you like kind of some music, you like kind of some lifestyle or something like that, and after you became devotee, and how your personality was transformed, and now you realize like, okay, I'm like already have no any interest to like what was interesting for me before, something like that. Where it was, or where that was that sorry, border maybe which you passed, and you feel like, okay, I left everything and now only forward to service, direct service. And after person like devotee like can left old habits and everything behind, and in which kind of what he will find, like who is he now, like person to whom he transformed, something like that. And what and how to accept it. Okay, this is am I really now like this, or I have to transform myself more, or I have to be true with me, with myself, and tell myself like, okay, this is not like 100% me. I have to move a bit, like, you know, kind of, I know, something like that. Like, not easy maybe to say clearly, but I don't know if you can give some commentary.
Yeah, no, I think I understand what you mean. And it's very important to always be yourself. If you start to cut profile, then sooner or later you will fall down. So Friedrich Nietzsche said, the religious people like us, donkey. They embrace religion like a burden, a compulsory thing, and they just go on like us without thinking, without being there with your heart, with your life, with your mind, with your life energy. They do because they have to do, not because they want to do.
Right.
So we always have to participating to spiritual life with full conviction. We want to do that, not because society or profile of devotee, they expect you to do those kind of things, and you are acceptable as a good devotee. It's not gonna work like this. It's not gonna last. You always have to be present fully in what you are doing. And who care if you're not perfect? Krishna doesn't care. Mahaprabhu doesn't care. Gurudev doesn't care. But if you are truly there in the present time with full yourself, like naked, as you said, it's better, because Krishna in Bhagavad Gita also said, better you do your duty in not perfect way, but not try to do the duty of someone else, maybe perfectly. You put perfect tila, you cut profile, and you behave like perfectly. Who you want to convince? Krishna. Forget it. He will crush you immediately. Maybe not immediately, but sooner or later,
Yeah.
the test will come. And you will, because you cheat yourself and you try to cheat others. So better to be true, maybe fallen, but with little heart, little hope, and life, be alive, not just automatic.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Sure, yes.
And Nietzsche make the example, us like people, then lion like people, so like being superhuman. That's a little bit atheistic conception. But the last stage is like baby. Embrace life totally without any judgment. Just be one of the with the cosmos, and life enthusiastic. And this is not Krishna consciousness, but in the end, we have to become fully present in our spiritual form, and fully alive, and not be like always like us, that we carry burden, we follow rules and regulation without being happy. We have to, happiness is our goal. We'll never forget that. And love is our goal. So we have to be there fully. Lavanya Mai Dandavat. So I think now we run out of time, and also I'm talking
Yeah.
nonsense. So I'm just very happy to see your auspicious faces, Naza. You are everywhere, and you will be rewarded. Krishna will give you much reward one day for your like fully participation of the program in separation.
Thank you, Muktinathas, for question.
Lilavati Dandavatas. So I hope to see you soon in Villa Govinda. And yeah, Krishna consciousness is beautiful. You just not have to screw it up. Really, so easy.
We can put thesis of the Zoom not to screw up, and also fallen but with little heart. I will note it down. Like, yeah, amazing Zoom. Thank you very much for giving us your association, and always nice to hear from devotees about their experience.
Thanks for invitation, and sorry for making you bored for 1 hour.
No, your English is perfect, and we like to listen to you. We always do. Sometimes we still don't record such evening programs in Villa Govinda Ashram. Sometimes we also start some reading and then discussing, and then 1 hour later you are giving beautiful Harikat hours, Madhurananda, Shantimoyan. Yeah, so we're happy we caught you here in Banya for 1 hour, and we will do it more again.
So best life to everyone. Please bless me. Dandavatol.
Dandavat.
Vanchakalpatrubhyascha kipasindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Jai Munindra Mohan ki Jai. Tutti devoti.
Tutti devoti ki jai.
Ki Jai. Thank you, devotees, for coming for this Zoom. Yeah, it's true. Now a lot of Zooms we need to catch up as much as we can, and those who are watching online also dandavats and spreading these Zooms also. Big gratefulness and to Narayani who organized this. Jai Gurudev.